Today we're going to be talking about how to stand out from the crowd in 2024 while you're doing front-end development. So let's go. The first thing that you're going to see in this screen is the question that how to stand out from the crowd. The answer is, as I've been doing the front-end development over the years now and still doing that, in 2024, with this coverage of AI and many tools and libraries and frameworks out there, and if you're just started or you're sort of in your middle of your journey, it is so hard for you to decide like what is going on. So here I'm going to show you. So first of all, the first thing that you need to do is to stick with one framework or with one library. Okay? So what exactly I mean is, so look at this front-end world. There's Angular, there's Vue, there's like React, there's like many others, and each of them has tons of like frameworks around it. Take a look at the market and see what is the most and widely used one. As we all know that is React, all right? And within the React ecosystem, Next.js is the most popular one. First of all, learn React and Next.js, or just try to update your knowledge if you haven't already, because in 2024, late 2023, there has been a huge changes in the way that the React was before working and now is working, okay, with this React 19 and stuff, and because Next.js is using the React 19 under the hood, okay. The second thing that you need to do is TypeScript, guys. If you haven't already worked with TypeScript, try to start working with that. It's not so much a thing. You should not make it a huge thing in your mind. It will prevent you not to input a string inside an integer or the vice versa, something like that, okay? Just try to use it and do some little like reading on its documentation and stuff, and then you will be good to go, all right? The next thing is Tailwind CSS. What is Tailwind CSS? So basically for our front-end world, we need to style, right? So in the React, before it was like this CSS and JS thing, we had many libraries. Like we had style component, emotion, React, and design, Google Material UI, and this stuff. But with the introduction of Tailwind CSS, things get changed. It's a utility first classes that you can use, and it just basically does like group some CSS code and then make it a class for you. That's it. That's what it does. It's pretty easy, and whenever you're using, for example, this in your VS Code, it gives you a hint as well. It's like, if you hover over this flex cool, it shows you the under the hood is this. The under the hood CSS is this. It's nothing different. And then you have Tailwind CSS and IntelliSense, which will show you how to code with it, okay? The next thing that you need to know is ShadCN UI. ShadCN UI is a component collection which is built on top of Tailwind CSS. So how? Let's see. So build your component library. If you go to components, you would see, for example, alert, chart, dialog, drawer, label, navigation, pagination, popover. You see, these are the components that we will like deal with them in daily basis as a developers, okay? So how we're going to code this, we're going to use this code, just this code, copy and paste. It uses Radix UI under the hood, and it assures us that our component preserves a high UI and UX. It means that it is fully user accessible. Okay, we should not care about that part. We just style it. Okay, it's pretty easy. Pretty easy. If you come, for example, to here to installation, you will see that like how you can do it in Next.js, Vite, or something like that, and then it's like what it does is it doesn't install like a library like what we already had, like emotion React or style component, but instead it will add components to your code base. For example, let's see in this example here. Here you would see that I don't have any ShadCN UI dependency. Do I have? No, I don't have. But instead I have Radix UI. The backbone is Radix UI, but it makes this sort of UI like button, calendar, form, like this, that is fully customizable. It's just code, copy and paste, and you can customize whatever code that you don't want in your style. Okay, so basically as a front-end developer in nowadays, you need to bring animations to your website. If it is a website, if it is a landing page, then animations are a necessary key thing that you need to consider. The best one that I've seen and most of people use, most of component libraries use, is Framer Motion, guys. Framer Motion is pretty easy than like the other one like JSAP and stuff. So that's why Framer Motion has gotten so much popularity and people like it, okay? And within the Framer Motion, you can like do it with Framer Motion by itself, but if you want to speed up your development, on that case, you may need to take a look at these components, okay? Magic UI, and the second one, a Serenity UI. So what are these? Magic UI and a Serenity UI, they are some, again, a component library, I can say. It's not going to install anything to your website, just it will install that Framer Motion under the hood. But they are, again, the same way that the ShadCN UI is working. This is built on top of Tailwind CSS and Framer Motion. And it gives you many amazing like animations. You see here borders like this, confetti and particles. Definitely you need to have these sort of animations in your website to stand out, okay? And then take a look at this Serenity UI. It's pretty much both of them are the same, okay? But they have different animations, so use it whatever you want. For example, you see here how beautiful it is, or like background boxes. See, pretty easy, you know. Nowadays front-end has become so good and easy. I'm sure with all these things to consider, you can build an amazing product. So that's it, that's for this video. Hopefully you liked it. If you liked it, give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. I will see you soon. Happy coding.